Hello everybody, welcome once again to our daily devotional for today, Monday the 14th of December 2020. Our topic for today is wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. And our text will be taken from 1 Samuel chapter 30 from verse 1 to 19. David and his men reached Ziklag on the third day. Now the Amalekites had raided the Negev and Ziklag, and they had attacked Ziklag and burned it, and had taken captive the women and everyone else in it, both young and old. They killed none of them, but carried them off as they went on their way. When David and his men reached Ziklag, they found it destroyed by fire, and their wives and sons and men and daughters were taken captives. So David and his men wept aloud until they had no strength left to weep. David's two wives had been captured, Ahinoam of Jezreel and Abigail, the widow of Nabal of Carmel. David was greatly distressed because the men were talking of stoning him. Each one was bitter in spirit because of his sons and daughters, but David found strength in the Lord his God. Then David said to Abiathar the priest, the son of Ahimelech, "Bring me the ephod." Abiathar brought it to him, and David inquired of the Lord, "Shall I pursue this raiding party? Will I overtake them?" "Pursue them," he answered. "You will overtake them and succeed in the rescue." So let's move quickly to verse 16. He led David down, and there they were, scattered along the countryside, eating, drinking, and reveling because of the great amount of plunder they had taken from the land of the Philistines and from Judah. David fought them from dusk until the evening of the next day, and none of them got away, except 400 men who rode off in camels and fled. David recovered everything the Amalekites had taken, including his two wives. Nothing was missing, young or old, boy or girl, plunder or anything else that was taken. David brought back everything. Our memory verse will be taken from Psalm chapter 40 from verse 1. It says, "I waited patiently on the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. So today we're talking about waiting on the Lord. As we come to the end of the year, many of us would have gone through several things, several situations that have challenged our patience, that have made us to doubt if God is actually going with us, if God is actually leading us. But this text we just read just talked about David's challenge. He went through a lot of things, but despite that, he remembered to actually seek God's face and ask him for his direction. And when he did that, he recovered everything that was lost. He recovered it. So this is a pointer to how we should deal with our situations. We may be experiencing sudden events that will give rise to anger, even sudden pain or happiness. Many times it's not the best to actually act on such sudden events. It's better for us to actually settle down, be patient, and wait on God to give us direction on the way we should go. Many times patience, when we try to exercise patience, the world may see it as being slow. The world may see it as being lazy, or we trying to just put everything, we refusing to work. But many times God's way is the best way. His ways are not our ways. His timing is not our timing. The world may see us being patient and waiting on the Lord as slowness, but what we see as slowness is not the same with God. God has this wonderful and remarkable ways of doing things. So in order for us to get the best out of life, I would advise, and it's my recommendation, that we wait on the Lord, just like we have seen in this in this chapter that we read today. David waited on the Lord, and he recovered everything. Nothing was missing. He did not miss anything out. So that is my prayer for every one of us, that whatever we are going through, despite the fact that we are coming to the end of the year, let us not lose hope. Let us continue to wait on the Lord and seek his face, and he would help us to recover everything that we have lost, in Jesus' name.